Hello, I'm Akeva. I do rituals. I do rituals about 15 years now, and maybe even 20. Uh, if I can take these old rituals into consideration, uh, this video live is about introducing rituals itself. So I asked now to my spirit guides or my spirits to call about the ritual spirit to talk and channel that energy. So I can introduce you the rituals that are needed. So yeah, I can make it a little bit easier for you to be here and you can hear me, I hope. But you must understand first that rituals is all about understanding the intention of yourself. So, for example, you want to do a ritual, you have to prepare it, you have to make things possible for you. So, why those rituals? Rituals are like ceremonic dances, rituals are full of energies, rituals are full of live energy transmitting. But rituals are very important to letting go of your problems in your life because energy is everything and movement is the key. But if something is blocked, then you need a ritual to open it because there's supernatural entities, there's supernatural energies, there are blocks, there are levels, there are different kind of energetic influence, mind manipulations. And there's lots of other things that can make that possibility to bring it more and more around. So you must understand about what is ritual for you. For example, if you use ritual to aid yourself or to bring yourself into a new level, then you would need ritual to be completed. That means that you have to first understand about what you're doing. And as I call upon the spirit of the ritual, I call about finding the tools inside of me what I need. But also you can find some tools that are also in shops. For example, if you go into the metaphysical store or spiritual store, you would see all kinds of different ingredients, spells, books, tarot, uh, different kinds of ritualistically symbolized objects. For example, like in tarot, you find four suits that are the swords, the chalice, the pentacle, the wands, and the directed energy. You need to understand it. That when you go into that shop and you bring that object into your home, it's already to be programmed for you. No, it isn't. It is for you to program your own tool for your needs. You need to cleanse it, you need to purify it, you need to make that object yours. And but to understand first what to buy. For example, if you're a novice and you just started doing rituals, you may need some guidebook, or you may need some candles for your contact, or you may need some oils to amplify your decisions, or you need some bells to call upon spirits, or drums if you're in a shamanic traditions. So there's so many different traditions in occult and in witchcraft and in spiritual awareness. One tools are for example, making you to cleanse yourself. Other tools are for you to understand what can you done uh, to break those connections, those blockages that you have. For example, you see some candles that are pre-programmed to do something, but they're to just to amplify. So they are vessels. So you need to bring that energy into that object by yourself. So your intention is the most powerful thing. Your wanting, your need is more powerful than even some of the tools itself. So your first tool is all about intention. If you don't like things or you don't understand what people are talking, then you need to listen. You need to wake up. There's a whole different world in this life, and you need to see that clearly to become better. There's not just altars, and there's not just the ritual circles and all kinds of different implements or using the mind. There's lots more. So first of all, take what you have. You must have at least your own mindset. You must understand your mind as your mind is your tool first. So please be free to use your imagination, your coloring, your correspondence that can bring you closer to your craft. You may go to witch shop and find candle. If you only look for a book for that, then I think you have been influenced by a system. You need to have an understanding with the energy and understanding with the deity, understanding with understanding it inside of yourself, so you would have the meanings and tools to overcome those fears that you have first. So you must use your intention to understand why do you go to that shop, what do you look for that, and you need to understand fully what is chalice. For example, you see chalice, you think of what your chalice is a representation of your own self, your own offering, or it's just a vessel. But if you buy the chalice to a purpose, to appease, to make connection with the spirit, for example, you would program that chalice to be in a different area, in a ritual area. Then you need to prepare that for that ritual. You just can't use universal tools. For example, when people say candle of white is a representation of everything, then you're mistaken. Candle of white is actually just on vessel that is non-blessed, and only you can bless it. Because if you are using somebody else's tools, then you may not get that result for you. That means your mind has to be cleared. You have to be, for example, if you're afraid of me and you don't understand me, then get out of that ritual energy, get out of that spiritual mentality. You don't understand half of it. You need to ask questions to get answers, and not from me or from anybody else, from yourself. Yourself is the most complex tool of what you can have. You need to understand that. So, for example, let's say you're going to call some fairies or some energetic creatures to your life. then be prepared to get influenced by them too, because you're using outside energy, and their intentions may not correspond to yours. If you're using some energetic leveling, then you need to understand also that you are working against your own systems. You're working towards the goals of another person. So you may need to clear your energy. Your blockages, for example, are full of those energies. Your own heartbreak, your own miscarriage, your own life energies, your own communications. You need to be smart about that. You need to connect better. You are too afraid of everything that you see. You don't even see the value of yourself, and that's a pity. That means that your level is. I don't say that your level is low, but you are stuck within yourself. You have so many limitations that you don't understand about half of what I'm saying. I feel that those people who this video is going, they are still looking for themselves. They're not prepared to deal with an energies. People who are looking themselves, they are looking for simple things like chakra stones. They are looking for crystals. They are looking for bells and whistles. They're looking for an outside influence, outside energies. They're looking for a deity to fix their problems. They're looking for a sacredness, a divinity, but not within itself or within the cosmos or within the world, but they look at the inside of their fears. For example, people who pray all the time, they don't know who to pray. They just pray and they wait for an answer. They are fooling themselves by just looking over their shoulders all the time, being feared. But it's a bad way to start when you are dealing with rituals, because rituals are consecrated energy, rituals are full of experiences, and you must go through them. Rituals are life-changing. In all over the world, there's an one of a kind mindset about rituals. Some say rituals are full of bad things, of course, because they don't know better. By that I don't mean by people who do rituals, but people who try to be afraid of everything that is coming to their way. If they see blockage after the ritual, for example, then ritual is already being destroyed by their own belief system. So basically, you're using the same force, the same energy to make your ritual. And this ritual is just a starting point, a starting step. And you think that ritual is over, that you close it. But no, the ritual energy is amplifying. It may take years, that one or two rituals may take real effect because it's a progress. It depends on you how much this ritual can take the effect, how much this ritual can help you. For example, if you have problems with love, you think that making to be loved by somebody that you want is going to make you happier. No, you are only getting more troubles. The more you are using love spells, the more you are using general love manipulations, attractions, the more you are giving your own energy to somebody else. You are breaking your own connection within your body and within your mind, within your soul, and you're just a slave. You're taking your energy and giving to another person. Why do you do that? Because you are afraid of change. You don't wanna accept change. You don't wanna see higher picture. You only look something that is similar. You only look something that is really, really, really special about your own imagination. You only look for symbols that are related to you, that you know the meaning, but you really haven't figured out what the symbols are even represented. You wear a pentagram to represent what? Fire, earth, water, air. Why? You must write in the comments, because the pentacle that you are wearing can be actually a representation of yourself, your own transformation, but you must be ready for the transformation. So if this ritual spirit is within you, then you are already giving it power. And this ritual is going to take effect. You have already started a ritual. This is already clearing up the way for you. You think that you need something, but it's a problem. That's a problem, that's a program for you for not having that. Because you need to realize that this life may be the only life that you are allowed to live in yet. Your own life can be a mystery, a ritual itself. Yeah, you need to accept your own magic, not anybody else's systems. Why? Because other people's systems are programmed to serve them. If you're using your system, then your system may be different. Your system must serve you. Your each own self has its own representation of somebody else's rituals. For example, if you are watching YouTube and with a ritual mindset, you'd already been driven away from your own self, because you are looking for a video that would make you happy. You would look for a video that would bring you something new interest, but you don't see the message because you are not ready to receive that information yet. To understand that information, you do have a must do ritual. You must start your own ritual to understand first. The wisdom is the key. The most powerful god or a deity had a temple next to it, a wisdom temple. When, for example, in Book of Moses, people asked power, they didn't get power. But if people asked knowledge, they get knowledge, and they understand that knowledge is the power. Because if you know something, then you can look for another direction, another corner of things. You need to understand of your own wholeness. You have auric fields, you have energetic fields around you. Your life may be different from your timeline where you are spending your time. Your recreational progresses may be blocked by your own belief system, but it doesn't matter, because you are who you are. You are doing what you want to do. If you are not doing what you want to do, then you're a slave. If you're a slave, then of course skip this video. This video is not for you who are the slave mind person, because I don't want slaves. I don't want slave systems. I despise everything that needs always full-time control, because people have to be in control of themselves. If they want help, they need to ask for help from themselves first to get that real solution for themselves. The same thing with prayer. For example, let's say you're doing invocation, you're calling up some spirit. You must come to realization that the spirit can talk through you. the spirit can give you power from you. It's not giving you power from the entity mindset or something. It gives power that is in you. It opens the power, because mind power is a spiritual power. Spirit power, people have their own spirit inside. Their own energy can be spiritualized. Their own lifestyle can be spiritualized. Even when they're cooking, they can be spiritual. So when you're doing something, you can ritualize that. You can make that more important to you. You can make it your system. You can make it as way as you want. For example, you would see some other human calling out your own fear. That is because your fears are the blockage. For example, if you place that fear into your candle and you would try to erase that fear, then you would get the result more of those fears that were blocking this fear. You were opening the path for you. Now you must deal with the path. You can't just push it away. There's no such thing like push it away. There's no such thing like coincidence. There's only reflections and understanding. Why? Because reflections comes from within, and understanding comes from knowing, not from reading, but really full understanding comes from knowing. And usually knowing comes from experience. Your life may differ. Your life may be interesting. For example, if people who are watching this video are inside of themselves, they are afraid of showing their own face. That means they even are afraid of themselves. They need to conquer that fear by getting to know themselves. They want to, people who want to do rituals, they need to be fully committed to understand themselves. Otherwise, the results would be bad. Because and what is bad? Bad is usually an interpretation, right? But if you use the revelation of your own mindset, then you would understand that some things are good for you, some things are bad for you. For example, if you are breaking yourself into pieces and you can't put yourself together, it is bad for you. But to understand yourself, how you can put yourself back together, you must understand the pieces that were going apart. It's like a puzzle. A whole life is actually a railway, road to lead to something. But what is to become, it depends on you. So you must understand about how do you communicate with yourself. See you in next video.